bees. They are just everywhere because it's such a nice day. But anyway, today's video is inspired by the lovely Teenywhispers, cat Teenywhispers. And for those of you who already follow her, you'll know that she is, I guess, most known for her whispered vlogs. So that's what I'm gonna do today. So anyone who really likes whispering, this goes out to you. So I'm basically just gonna ramble about stuff that's been going on lately. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Before I get started on that though, I will explain the photo. I've mentioned before, I think it was in a French video though, so you may not have heard it or understood it, but I have two little babies, not baby humans, and they're not babies anymore, they're almost a year old, but we call them our little boys. They're Badger and Ragnar, and that's who you're seeing on the video. So Badger is the one who's mostly white, and Ragnar is the one who's mostly gray, dark gray. And my husband did name Ragnar after the Skyrim song, Ragnar the Red. So anyone who plays Skyrim, you can have a little laugh at that. But yeah, those are my two boys, and a couple of people had asked that I introduce them, but because they're in a cage and they're very, very quick and they like to hide, it's really tough to videotape them, and they're not relaxing, they're extremely hyper. So I hope a still shot is enough for you guys. So, since my last video, I took a trip to Ontario. As many of you know, I'm from Atlantic, Canada, and so we flew into Ontario for my sister-in-law's wedding. As others may know, I guess you could still say recently married. I got married last year, and I very quickly decided after my own wedding that I did not want to have any part in any weddings ever for the rest of my life. Mine kind of traumatized me. Weddings are just not my thing. So, unfortunately, being a relatively nice person, I agreed to be in my sister-in-law's bridal party. And, I mean, I really can't complain. It was fine, but boy was I happy to get that over with. I'm hoping that nobody else gets married in the near future, or at least if they do, they don't ask me to be part of it. Oh, I'm so sorry about that, Harley. They're just so loud and obnoxious. Anyway. So yeah, but the trip to Ontario was nice. It was nice to see my in-laws, like the extended in-laws. We don't get to see them very often because it's quite a long way to get from where I am to Ontario. And flights aren't cheap in Canada. Like, it cost, final year of university, so you do the math. It's been a while. And her family is currently based in Africa. And so we looked at, just kind of for fun, we looked at prices to get a plane ticket to where her family is in Africa. And we realized that it was reasonable. So I was really excited, thinking, oh, I'm finally gonna get to go to my next continent. And it was really exciting. But then we realized that where they are is like a major malaria zone. And people who are on anxiety medication can't take malaria pills while they're on their anxiety medication. So unfortunately, I can't go to Africa. So I was kind of sad, but I mean, it was only for like a couple days that we were thinking that, so it wasn't too disappointing. But apparently, her family was more disappointed than me. So they came up with a plan that when they went to visit their family in Belgium, I could go with them. So in August, I just booked my tickets. I'm gonna go see my best friend and her family in Belgium for a week and a half. So I'm super excited. I haven't gone anywhere that hasn't been like for some kind of work or volunteer. I've never gone to another country to just relax, like I said, since grade 2 when I went to Disney World. So I'm unbelievably excited and just, it's gonna be awesome. I'm hoping to be able to do some more vlog style videos while I'm there, and maybe do a guided visualization while I describe like a location, maybe in Brussels or Bruges. I don't know, but I'm really excited. And like I said, because it's not for volunteer, because it's for a vacation, I'll actually be able to take my laptop with me and take my camera with me, which I haven't been able to really do for any of my trips. So I'm hoping I might be able to upload at least one video while I'm gone, and I can put up pictures for my family and blog and stuff. So that's pretty cool. I'm very excited about that. Another thing that I've been really excited about, again, I think it was in one of the videos I did in French, I was talking about how it's my final year in university this September, and then I have to go to master's or combined master's doctoral program because I'm a psych student. And originally I was looking at applying to a bunch of places in the States, and just because a lot of the universities there are very recognized, and so where I want to work internationally, it makes sense to have a recognizable university, because then when I apply somewhere else, they'll say, oh yeah, you went to so-and-so, whatever place. I'm familiar with that. I know their work standards and stuff like that. But, yeah, I went to talk to my thesis supervisor, and, because I have to get my thesis supervisor, and starting during the summer, said hopefully we can publish, my findings at the end of the year. Anyway, I talked to him, and we were just talking about, basically what I want to do. when he heard that we might get a chance to go to Europe, he was so excited, and we're both completely stoked. So there have been a lot of exciting, happy things going on. My parents were really generous, and they bought me Rosetta Stone software so I can start learning Dutch. So yeah, I might end up in Europe soon, which is really, really cool. Apart from my vacation there, which is for sure. But yeah, I've been working a lot on visa stuff and learning Dutch. I'm not gonna try and speak it right now. I want to ooh and awe you later when I'm really good. But it's been going well, and I've been having a lot of fun. So that's awesome. And then the last thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was what I'll be doing in about 10 minutes when my husband gets back. I'm going on an impromptu camping trip. Well, not exactly camping, but we're going to another spot in Atlantic Canada. We're so small that I don't want to tell you exactly where, but I'll tell you that it's on the Bay of Fundy, and my grandparents own a cottage there, and they said that we could have it for the weekend, so we're going to spend some time there with some good friends. And my husband has been doing OJT, on the job training, and today was his last day, and it was also the last day of his friend that we're going with. So his friend is bringing his girlfriend, and then we're going down. We're going to spend the weekend at the cottage. So of course I won't be uploading. I won't have internet access. I won't even have a computer. It's just going to be totally relaxing. And you know what? I think I might do a guided visualization with you guys talking about the cottage. I might write that while I'm there, because it's the most peaceful, beautiful place I've ever been. And it's something to do with my family too. It's almost like, I mean, for lack of a better word, I would say a borderline spiritual connection with the place. Any member of my family following my mother's line, so like not my dad, not my uncle who married into the family, anyone who married into the family, it doesn't work, but anyone in my mother's line, when they come to this place, it's like we instantly chill out, and we instantly have this sensation of being home. I can't explain it. It sounds probably more mystical than it actually is, but I don't know. I just love it there. And I mean, of course, the most beautiful place I've ever been, like point blank, is Malaysia, but it doesn't have the same effect on me that this place does. But anyway, you guys can figure out my musings on your own time. For now, I have to get supper out of the oven so that we can eat and run. But I am very happy to have the chance to record this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the vlogs